Thank you, Mr. President. The Greeks are well represented in this chamber today. My parents, too, came over from Greece as immigrants. They did come here legally, but I know that they know that there are many people who were not so fortunate, but who love this country just as much. And I think what we need to realize is the people we are talking about are actually coming here because they love what this country represents, not because they're trying to do it harm. In many ways, their love of this country and their appreciation of this country is greater than people who have been here for generations. And to treat them the way they've been treated, to demean them the way they've been demeaned in this public debate, not just in this chamber today, but in the nation over the last couple of years, is offensive to me and to many, many people. One of the great tactics of oppressors is to get the people they're oppressing to hate each other. A classic divide and conquer strategy. And in a situation where we're trying to tell people who are in need that they shouldn't be helped because other people in need should be helped, it is the oppressor that is winning. We live in a wealthy state, in a wealthy country. There are people who have more money than they know what to do with. There are people who have more money than they know what to do with and are taking more of our money here in New York State, or at least trying to. And they're sitting there on their helipads or wherever they are laughing because they're getting the people to fight with each other. They're getting the working class to fight with the immigrants. They're getting the blue-collar whites to fight with the blacks. They're getting the Latinos to fight with the LGBT community. And they're laughing all the way to the bank. We shouldn't be talking about whether doing something for the dreamers is going to hurt middle-class people. We should be talking about why we're not helping the middle class and the dreamers and getting people who are billionaires to do more for all of them. It's an easy answer. They wouldn't feel it, and the help would be tremendously impactful to the people in this state. So let's try and keep our eye on the prize, please. Senator Peralta was a very close friend of mine, one of my closest friends in this chamber for many years, until our political paths took different course. And it's one of my great regrets that we did not get to reconcile before he passed. But I do know that this was an issue that was at the top of his agenda, and one for which he cared a great deal, to the point where I think he violated the decorum in this chamber by wearing his Dreamers t-shirt a number of times during debate. I know he'd be proud that we're finally getting this done today, and I think it's a great honor that we're doing it in his name, and I want to welcome his family here who have joined us as well. I proudly cast my vote in the affirmative, and I ask all my colleagues to please realize that we're talking about people here who are doing good for this country, not harm, and people who are in need for whom we should have an open hand, not a clenched fist. Thank you, Mr. President.